Tough loss, heartbreaking loss. Man, I don't even know where to start this game. Obviously, we lost 31-34. Man, this was tough. Too tough of a loss. Um, I guess I can go over end of the game real quick. Obviously sent to overtime. That drive, I'm pretty sure 16 plays, 80 yards. Sam Howell drive the offense all the way downfield. We got that touchdown with 1 second left. Howell to Dotson got the touchdown. Great play by Howell. Great play call by Eric Bieniemy. Great throw by Howell. Great catch by Jahan Dotson. We could have went for two. Some fans are mad for us for not going for two. I'm not really mad about the decision because we went 16 plays, 80 yards. Offense must be gassed. And if we did go for two and didn't get it, fans would be on Ron's head for going for two and not getting it. So, I wasn't mad about not going for two and just taking the point. Went to overtime, got the ball. Um, it was 3rd and 5, deep bomb from Howell to Terry McLaurin. He caught it. It was a catch. That was a catch. I don't know. That was a catch in my opinion. And literally every single Washington fan could tell you that. Even some Eagles fans, even some non-Eagles Commanders fans, just NFL fans in general could tell you that that's a catch. Literally, his foot and like Reed Blankenship, the Eagles defender who was covering Terry McLaurin on the play, his like arm was like under Terry's foot or like under Terry's like leg, and it kind of forced Terry to having to like put his foot out towards the sideline a little bit more. But he still obviously had to try and keep it in bounds, and he did. I'm gonna um put the picture as my thumbnail, but literally just a sliver like the tip of his toe, like there was green. There was a slither of green. You could see it. Like it was very, very noticeable. But call still stood. Refs cheated us. Rigged. This game is rigged. There was just so many calls in this game that didn't make sense, and so many non-calls in this game that should have been called specifically on the Eagles. Obviously position by position. Let's start with that. Sam Howell balled out. He had no mistakes today. He was 29 for 41 on 290 yards, touchdown. He had 6 carries for 40 yards. Sam Howell balled out. He was absolutely amazing today. And I want to give props to the offensive line. Yes, they allowed 5 sacks, but they actually held their own for majority of the game, especially against the Eagles defensive line, who they have a top 3 defensive line in the NFL. The offensive line wasn't terrible today. Andrew Wiley, he was bad. He gave up that sack, I'm pretty sure, on our second to last drive or on our last drive. He also had a holding, which was pretty bad. So Andrew Wiley, he was just bad today. But the rest of the O line, they didn't do that bad, especially on our interior. Leno wasn't bad either. But Howell, he balled out today. He made no mistakes. That touchdown, like I said, to Jahan Dotson. Uh, Last play of the game, 1 second left, was a great play call by Eric Bieniemy and a great throw by Sam Howell. Eric Bieniemy was balling out today. The offense in general was balling out today. Like the offense is not the reason why we lost this game. The defense is the reason why we lost this game, and I'll get to them in a minute. Running backs. Brian Robinson had 14 carries, 45 yards, 1 touchdown. His longest carry was for 15 yards. Didn't do much, but that 1 touchdown that tied the game up at 24 apiece, that was a very good play by him. Antonio Gibson, man, when Antonio Gibson fumbled that ball on the pitch play, I was nervous. Like I was really nervous. I thought he fumbled. There were some times where we like put Logan Thomas under center and had him sneak the ball. It worked once, but we tried it again and it didn't work. So yeah, Curtis Samuel, he had that jet sweep for a touchdown in the beginning of the game. That was nice. As for the receivers, we finally got our receivers involved. Terry McLaurin, Eagles killer, had 8 receptions for 86 yards today. He balled out. That, man, I'm so pissed about that. Like, that was a catch. I don't know. The refs are blind. The refs are blind. They either are blind or they cheated and they rigged it because that was in bounds. Like, ask anybody. Ask anybody. That was in bounds. I am telling you. I'm not sure. Like, that was in bounds. Like that was inbounds. This does not much. Like that was inbounds. There was literally green grass. You could see green. Literally, that was inbounds. Not sure what the ref looking at there. Curtis Samuel, he had 7 catches for 51 yards and the touchdown, jet sweep. He played nice. Logan Thomas, he had a couple nice catches. Jahan Dotson, game-winning drive. He had a drop pass earlier in the game. I think it was the second half, which was pretty bad, but he bounced back with that um, game-tying touchdown that sent the game to overtime. Um, Obviously, last play of the game. Gibson had a catch for 70 yards. Defense. Defense was bad. And I don't know why, and I blame this on Jack Del Rio. I really blame most of the game on Jack Del Rio. Jack Del Rio, something's up because every single season this defense starts out slow. 2020, slow start. 2021, slow start. Last year, slow start. This year, slow start. 3 straight games where we've given up 30 plus points to our opponent. 3 straight games. That is bad. That cannot keep happening. Now I know majority of the players. Well, there was a lot of players on our defense that didn't play good. First of all, Emmanuel Forbes, he was getting cooked all game. Okay, he was getting cooked all game. He had 9 catches for 7 total tackles. He had some nice plays, like he had 2 pass deflections, but those pass deflections really should have been intercepted. He had 2 chances at an interception, yet dropped both, which was pretty bad. We could have really needed them interceptions. And then he was getting cooked all game by AJ Brown. Early on, he was playing pretty solid, but later it was looking bad. Like that first touchdown he allowed to AJ Brown, bad. It was a bit of a miscommunication with him and Curl, but that second one that put the Eagles on top by 7 points, 31-24. He just got flat out cooked there, left alone on the island. He just got cooked. I mean, that did kind of help us rather than them trying to just run out the clock and going for the field goal because we got the ball back with 1:40 left and was able to drive down the field. So that did kind of help us. Shout out to Forbes there. But overall, he was bad. He was bad. I don't want to give up on him just yet, but Christian Gonzalez has definitely been playing way better than him. You could say Gonzo should have been the pick, but I don't want to give up on him just yet. So, yeah, he played a top-tier wide receiver in A.J. Brown, obviously. So, it's going to be a difficult matchup. But, man, we just need way better than him because today he was terrible. He was just flat-out terrible. Cam Curl, he was okay. Obviously, the miscommunication was pretty bad with Forbes. That had A.J. Brown that, like, 59, 60-yard touchdown earlier in the game. Cody Barton, bad. Couldn't stop the run at all. He was terrible. Cody Barton... Man, Cody Barton is bad. Like, oh my goodness, Cody Barton. Like, I just don't know why Barton is so bad. I mean, Jamin Davis, he was actually solid today. He had 6 tackles, 5 solo tackles, a tackle for loss. He made some pretty big plays near the line of scrimmage as well. So shout out to Jamin Davis. But Cody Barton, he was getting cooked in coverage sometimes when he had it covered a running back. He couldn't make the right plays while stopping the run. He was just bad. And it sucks because our 2 biggest signings this past offseason was Andrew Wiley and Cody Barton. And both have been absolutely terrible so far this season. Hopefully they can improve, but they can't. We might have to bench them. I'm not going to lie. Derek Forrest, he was all right. Benjamin St-Juste. Benjamin St-Juste and Kenneth Fuller were locking up today. And the problem is they were locking up today, but yet Jack Del Rio wasn't taking Emmanuel Forbes off of A.J. Brown. Like, Benjamin St-Juste and Kenneth Fuller were on locks today. They were locking up Olamide Zaccheaus and Devontae Smith. Devontae Smith just had that one really big catch against Emmanuel Forbes earlier on in the game. But Benjamin St-Juste and Kenneth Fuller were playing great as well as Kenneth Fuller. He was targeted once, and I don't think he allowed a single reception on him. So Kenneth Fuller was balling, Benjamin St-Juste was balling, but for some reason, Del Rio just didn't take forwards off of Benjamin St-Juste. I mean, not Benjamin St-Juste, A.J. Brown. That was terrible decisions. I mean, man, Del Rio just made some terrible decisions today. I don't know what he's got going on with these slow starts early on in the season, but he's got to fix it, man. He's got to fix it. D-line, kind of underwhelming today. Chase Young got a sack. That was a pretty good sack. He also got a tackle for loss, same with Montez Sweat. But we couldn't get a whole lot of pressure. I mean, we were getting there sometimes, but we just couldn't get a whole lot of pressure on Jalen Hurts. Majority of the time, he had time to look at his reads, throw the ball downfield or whatnot. So we just gotta create more pressure. We didn't create pressure at all on Josh Allen last week, and we got better with that a little bit this week, but still just not much. Now I know the Eagles' defensive line, probably the best D line in football. I mean, not D line, O line, probably the best O line in football, but we just need better play out of them, man. I mean, better. We just need better play out of the D line, man. We gotta get more pressures, more sacks. So we only had 2 sacks. Actually, we had 3 sacks today. One by Jonathan Allen, Chase Young, and then Cam Curl. Special teams, James McCarter had a nice return as well as Antonio Gibson. Joy Slide made all his extra points and his one kick. Tressway, he botched that punt when we were punting in overtime, 4th and 5. When for some reason the refs didn't call it a catch. That was a catch. I don't want to hear it. That was a catch. Way botched the punt, and that placed the Eagles in really good field position. Hey, I just want to. They gotta ban the tush push. I'm not gonna lie. What they call the tush push, the Eagles are really good at it, but they have to ban it because first of all, there were times where like some of their offensive linemen would go early on the tush push, which would be false starts. They also had snap infractions, which I don't know how the refs didn't see that. It was just bad, and to be honest, the tush push, it's really not a football play. I know the Eagles are best at doing it. Other teams try it, but it really isn't a football play, in my opinion. I just hate the play. I just hate the play in general. I really, really do. So, man, heartbreaking loss. Disappointing. I mean, not disappointing because the offense played really good today. Like altogether, we played very, very solid. Defense, Jack Del Rio, defense in general. We gotta. These slow starts, man, early on in the season are killing us, man. Costing us game 2-2. Would have been really nice if we started out 3-1, but is what it is, man. Is what it is. Hopefully we can bounce back again Thursday against the Bears. I think we will. I think we will get the dub against the Bears. They were meh today against the Broncos. So, yeah, that is it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, hit the sub button. Really appreciate it if y'all got me to 3,000 subscribers by the end of the year. I would really appreciate it. And other than that, it's been Keyshawn, and I'm out.